apologize for those that may have cared that I have not been posting for a while, but I needed a mental health break because I noticed a little bit of like a dopamine hit that I was getting from this, and that was pretty troubling, as well as some personal issues. So for those reasons, I kind of stopped for a while, and it was also like a lot of pressure trying to mentally pump out video after video every week. So I may post once a month, but don't set up for a schedule, because I will likely post when I can and when I feel like I can. So I've been debating for a while if I wanted to make one of these videos, especially since it's such a hot topic in the art sphere especially. But I wanted to make a video dedicated to why I personally dislike AI and why I find it important to speak out about it. And so here it is. So I think that it's problematic not just for artists, despite what many people may think about the art community. That's not the only factor. There is also the environment. There is also what concerns me the most, which is the almost necessity, the addiction to AI. That AI psychosis is very troubling to me. That AI codependence, that AI using your brain and actively making your brain function less. You have less critical thinking skills, less creativity. It's overall very troubling to me. So I actually wanted to talk a little bit about some things that people may not know that it affects, that may broaden and may make why people hate AI so much a little more clear, because there are so many ways it affects us. So here's a video I have taken a little bit of audio. It was on my phone, so it's going to be recorded kind of in a different segment, so it may seem a little sporadic, the weird breakups. But yeah, so here is that video. AI deeply affects critical and creative thinking. Throughout the creation of artificial intelligence, studies have shown a correlation between the dependence of AI and a lowering of critical thinking. Studies such as MIT Media Lab have documented the decrease in critical thinking and a connection between using AI and being unable to recall what they wrote in an essay. The study had 3 groups. The first only used their brains, the second had access to websites but were restricted from AI use, and the third were given access to AI. In the study, the ones who used ChatGPT struggled more with remembering what they had discussed in their previous paper, as well as found the task itself more difficult. This is according to MIT Media Lab. Your brain on ChatGPT, accumulation of cognitive debt using AI assistant for essay writing task, and Healthline does using AI affect your brain performance. Even source checking, an incredibly important step for fact-checking information and gathering reliable resources, has dramatically decreased due to AI hallucinations, the act of AI producing factually inaccurate information without proper citations and sources. Creativity itself is being disrupted as an attempt to solve complex problems by oneself or creating art are now generated by a single prompt. The AI codependency within the artist sphere is especially troubling to me. AI quote-unquote artists are treating this quote-unquote creativity as if they are making the art themselves. This has become so toxic that AI quote-unquote artists are now exposing each other for quote stealing their prompts end quote, and comparing this to art theft. Kat in Chat has several videos on this. I would recommend to check out her channel. If this is how artificial intelligence affects adults with fully formed cortexes, I cannot fathom the damage this codependency could create for children with brains that are still in development. So I do agree with Jared Horvath when he writes, "So when we use AI to avoid the process of learning stuff, that is the number one way to ensure you are never going to keep creativity." That is from his Scrolling to Death podcast interview. Since AI is not used as a tool, but as a crutch,
It is not used to think deeply or to learn, but rather to replace effort, time needed on a task, and to destroy creativity. It is not being used, but rather it is being abused. Yeah, and I think this is very accurate to what a lot of people don't want to talk about. Like, this is the dark side of using AI. Anyways, but yeah, those are my opinions on AI. I hope you learned a little bit, and check out Cat and Chat, and yeah, bye. I'll post when I can. Bye.